If you ever plan on going to Tokyo, save this itinerary. I'll share my top highlights here. On our first day, we started in Asakusa, where we saw Taito Shrine and the market. There was so much good food to try and eat around here, so arrive hungry. We also got our fortunes at the shrine, and of course, Paul got the best fortune ever. Two favorite foods we tried were the pineapple bread filled with ice cream, and some takoyaki, which was just so fresh. We then took a quick train ride to Ueno Zoo, since neither of us have ever seen a panda, and we loved it. We finished the afternoon with some incredible ramen. That night, we did a bar crawl through Shinjuku, which is the place for nightlife in Tokyo. Visiting and exploring these izakayas and their small alleys is a must. Two of our favorites were Omoide Yokocho and Golden Guy. My recommendation here is just to get lost and explore. The izakayas are just so cool. The next day, we did a samurai experience. Overall, this was a bit touristy, but we did have fun learning from a samurai and a 500-year-old sword. We stopped for lunch nearby and then decided to just check out this amusement park in Asakusa, which just ended up being a highlight of our trip. Sometimes these unplanned moments are the best. We had so much fun here, and again, I could barely fit. We also couldn't get enough of the photo booths in Japan. You just need to try them to see. That night, we did a photo tour in Shibuya, which we visited the famous Shibuya Scramble, where thousands of people cross every single stoplight. It was quite the sight. The next day, we had a morning ticket for Shibuya Sky, an observation deck on the 47th floor of Shibuya Scramble Square Tower. The views of the city up here are awesome. You can spot most of the city's landmarks in the 360-degree views. From there, we went to Akihabara Electric Town, the neighborhood in Tokyo that is famous for its electronics, video games, and anime. We explored so many arcades, including Super Potato and its vintage selection. We also did street cart here, where you dress up as characters and Mario Kart around different areas of the city. We had a blast doing this, and while it's touristy, it was a fun way to see the city. Just a heads up, you need to get your international driver's license if you want to do this ahead of time. From there, we had a reservation at the Pokémon Café, which is a must if you're a Pokemon fan. I have a whole separate video on how to book this, so check that out. On our last day, we walked to Yoyogi Park and visited Meiji Jinju Shrine, which was a nice break from the busyness of the city. From there, it's a quick walk to Harajuku neighborhood and the famous Takeshita Street, which is well known for its fashion and shopping. And finally, we visited Tsukiji Fish Market, which was once the world's largest wholesale seafood market. Here, you can try out fresh sushi and other seafood from hundreds of different stalls and restaurants. Definitely a place to stop and experience for so many fresh and local foods. I hope this was helpful. I'll share more from this trip and overall tips for visiting Japan as well. Follow for more.